Hello and welcome. I just wanted to take some time to showcase a mod that I made in Grid, the one that was made in 2008 by Codemasters. I love this game. This is kind of a comfort game for me. I do come back to this quite a bit. And recently, I was trying to find any kind of mods out there, existing ones that you can update the vehicle specs. And it doesn't seem like there's really anything out there, or anything at all, for that specific feature. There's stuff where you can kind of swap out cars or add cars to tracks where they weren't originally in there in the game, but nothing that would modify vehicle specifications. So, digging into this a little bit, I discovered that within the grid installation folder, there's a cars folder, and inside of there, there is for this one, this is the Formula 3 car, there's a CSV. That CSV has 360-ish values, and some of these are for braking, engine power, acceleration, all this stuff. I've not been able to reverse engineer what any of these values are, unfortunately, not at this moment. So rather than kind of updating one value at a time and seeing what it does, I just made a script that would randomly update these values. Not all of them. I give it about, right now I'm giving it about a 25% chance of a value being updated or not. And with that, there's some interesting results that you get out of that. And let me show you one. So I'm going to show you the most interesting one that I have seen after running this generation of values hundreds of times. This has got to be the craziest one. If you played this game at all, you can probably see that this is not normal. This game is not being sped up. The vehicle, it just has ludicrous amounts of speed, acceleration, and turning ability. So we're messing with the physics a bit, I think. Nothing serious. Look at that. My gear, my transmission, and my suspension is in the red right now. But the car is still behaving the same way. You don't even have to let go. You don't even have to hit the brake on this stuff. You just have to flutter it through the corners. We'll catch up with the AI in a moment here. They just love to slow down when they don't need to. It's not seizing up as... Oh, well, that's a problem. And that's another side effect of it. It just loves to flip cars over and over again. So yeah, that's kind of an extreme example that you might see out of the script. Now, what will you see normally? Normally you're going to be running through a lot of trash values and specifications, and I'll kind of show you that here now. So right now the script is running. We'll kind of Control C this, stop it, and run it again. First time that you run it, it's going to update new values for your vehicle. And then after that, it will keep running and monitor the game's screenshot directory. And so in Steam, when you're running the game and you hit F12, that's what the default is for the screenshot hotkey. It will, send the screenshot file into the screenshots folder here. Python will see that the number has increased for the number of files in the screenshots, and it will run the script again, updating the values again. This is a way of staying within the game whilst being able to interface with the script and not having to Alt-Tab back and forth between the game and the script. All right, so what we got to do here is we have to retire. We have to go back to the menu and then load the race up again. That's the way that grid will look for the new values. Otherwise, if you just restart the race, it's just going to use the old values. So let's see what kind of trash we'll get out of this one. Oh, this is not going to be good. As you can see, the starter and the engine is powering this vehicle. You can hear it. And we are getting close to pit lane speeds, I think. It's 45, right? We're in 6th gear, and we're really maxing it out right now. This is like the golf cart version. You're going to get a lot of these. So we're going to try again. Get something new out of this. All right. What's this one going to look like? I don't know if you saw that. 286 miles per hour. That's one of the insane ones that I came across. Oh, this seemed like it was going to go really fast. It was a really fast launch, but then slowed down. Oh, the gearing in is so weird. Oh, the cornering's not bad, though. It's like bursts of acceleration, then slows down as it's going through its gear shifts. The turning's really not that bad at all. It's like a lot of oversteer, tons of oversteer. I mean, I'm trying to. It's a new feel. I'm getting used to it. Okay, jeez. Yep. Oh, that one. Oh. Yeah, so that one's interesting. I don't know if I would save this one, so put this one aside, but let's try one more time. That one was pretty mild. It was pretty tame. Playable. There you go, 286. And I don't think I have that configuration anymore. I think I lost that one, unfortunately. And that was from the Formula 3 card. I think the fastest car out here is like, at best, around 210 or something like that. 215. That might be the Lamborghini. Ooh, this one's fast. But how's the turn? There's no turning involved. None whatsoever. No way. Alright, so a lot of times when with these configurations, that it'll have good turning at low speeds, but no turning at high speeds. So I'm not sure what value is out there. So yeah, I'm going 40 miles an hour and I can't turn at all. So another trash one. Go ahead and make another screenshot and we'll do this one more time. But based on the number of screenshots that I have, I've done this about 174 times over the course of a few days. Ooh, this one's rattling. Oh man, that's slow steering. It's like I'm steering a boat. And again, going at high speeds. I've lost steering altogether. So yeah. It's not a golden goose every time. You gotta sift through the trash to find the treasure. But yeah, there's I'm sure there's a really smart way of doing this by using machine learning and AI, or maybe just even finding the reference values that correlate, or the reference to or the names that go with these values. Like what do these do? I don't know. But that's the reason I made this script. I'm literally throwing a wrench at the engine and just seeing what happens each time I'm loading these values up. So yeah, if you want to run the script yourself, and really you don't have to run the script at all. I've actually have a few configs saved. So if you want to use these yourself, you can. And I think it says DF3, so I don't think it just pertains to Formula 3 cars. From what I understand, you could copy and paste a Formula 3 vehicle's specs to another vehicle with no issues. So it says DF3, but you should be able to copy and paste these to any vehicle and use that. So the one that we started off with, the one that I showed that was really fast and crazy, was the Formula -1 CSV. This one is this one's not as fast, but it's a lot more manageable. It feels like a real vehicle for the most part. As much as you can make it feel real in grid. Fast but unstable. I think this one is the incorrect one. But there's a few you can try. So you would just basically copy the values, select all, copy, go to your grid installation, go to your cars, pick any go to any car, go into its CSV, open it, select all, paste, save, and then, make sure that you go to the menu and then start a race. And you can do it while the game's still running. You just, it's not going to break the game while you're running it. Just make sure to back up your values, back up your vehicles before you make modifications to them, if you want to keep the original vehicle specifications. So yeah, that's without running the script. That's just kind of doing it manually yourself. But to run the script, you probably want to update some variables first in the script itself. So you'll download it from GitHub. You'll open the update specs.py file, and in here you have a few variables that you can adjust. And I don't want to get into this too much because I could be here forever. But the most crucial values that you need to update are these two. So grid cars path, for me, I install Steam on my D drive, and there's a Steam apps folder, there's a common folder, and inside of common there's grid, and then there's that cars folder that we just saw here with a list of all the vehicles that are available in grid. So choose whichever vehicle that you're targeting that you want to adjust and that you want to play with within the game. Which vehicle is which? Good question. This one's pretty obvious. Lamborghini. There's STK is the Demolition Derby vehicle, the stock car. And yeah, DF3 is the F3 car that we're working in. And FMJ is the Jedi Formula car. Formula Jedi, something like that. So yeah, set that. I've set my car diff to random. So I have logic in here that does a diff between your target car and then whatever other car. It does diffs to see how big the gap is, and then we'll make a determination about how far to set the value from the original DF3 value set. So there's that. Oops, dropped my controller. So the screenshots folder, you'll want to update that as well if you want to utilize the press the screenshot button and values get updated. This is not necessary, 100% necessary, but it's a nice thing to have. So in order to do this is not going to be the same for you, unfortunately. So you have to dig in to your Steam user data folder. This is going to be a different value for you. This is my Steam ID in numerical format. 760, this number might be different for you, but you need to kind of find the folder that says remote inside of that folder. And then 12750 is the grid game ID for Steam. And then inside of that is screenshots. So don't forget also to have your trailing backslashes and to also make your backslashes double backslashes. Otherwise, the script will not run. But yeah, and then these things, you can read the descriptions and instructions about those. I don't want to go into a lot of detail about it because, again, I'll be here forever. Whenever you run the script, it's going to save, each time that you run it, it's going to save that CSV with, the vehicle, the target vehicle name and the date. So if you ever want to go back and try something that you may have overwritten over time, you can try that out. But to run the script itself, you download the code, you go into the folder, and you go python.updatespecs.py. Run it, and the first time that you run it, it'll automatically generate values for you the first time. The script continues to run and monitors the screenshots folder every few seconds. So when it sees a new file in there, that file count's going to go from 176 to 177, and we'll generate new values for you. And I'll demonstrate that here real quick. So F12, Alt-Tab back, and we now went from 176 to 177. And new values have been created, and we should have that available for us. So yeah, that's the gist of how this script runs, and I want to end this on a funny note. So we're going to go back, and we are going to take our Formula -1 car, and we are going to go Demolition Derbying. with the Formula One vehicle. Now, this being able to put the Formula 3 vehicle in the Demolition Derby requires you to update the database file. So if you don't know how to do that, we can talk about that on another time. But if you don't have that modification, you can just update the stock car values with the Formula -1 specs. You'll get the same results, just, different looking vehicle. And this is absolute chaos. Oh, wheels off the ground. That's my favorite. Oh! I wasn't even get to be able to get into the pit here. Let's try that again. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, I took his wheel off, but I'm just fine. I'm doing just fine. Everything's fine. Oh! I don't need to brake, but I just have the need to, because this... If I spin out and I hit that wall, it's game over. Yeah, everyone is dying left and right. AI just doesn't know what to do. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Reset vehicle. Oh, that would have been game over real soon. Alright, take it easy, take it easy. There we go. On the bend. I wonder how many people are still alive. Oh, at least got... Oh, he's gone. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. There's another one. Still alive. Still kicking. Not for long. Across the finish line. Didn't count though. All right, so there you go. That's the showcasing of this latest mod that I've made. Maybe this will inspire someone to reverse engineer what these values are, and you can actually update them a little bit more intelligently rather than just being a script kiddie and just mashing on the keyboard, basically updating values. So hope you enjoyed that. Give this a try. Hopefully the instructions that I provided in the GitHub repo are enough. If not, I don't know, open an issue up and maybe I can help you out. Other than that, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.